Welcome to the shop where I just picked up a set of Highlifters max clearance forward offset A-arms for my Razor XP1000. Now this kit comes with 4 arms. You got your uppers and lowers for the driver and passenger side. It comes with zip ties, comes with a couple clips and a couple steering stops, along with installation instructions. But let's get these bad boys installed. Now with the Razor jacked up and on jack stands with the wheels removed, I'm going to go ahead and remove the 2 bolts holding the brake caliber retaining bracket on. I'm going to go ahead and remove my lower shock bracket, and I'm going to drill out the pop rivets that are holding the brake line to the factory upper A-arm. Next, I'm going to go ahead and remove the tie rod end retaining nut. Then you can remove the tie rod from the hood. Next, I want to remove the upper and lower ball joint retaining bolts. I went ahead and pulled the axle out just to set it out of the way. Next, I'm going to go ahead and remove these lower A-arm retaining bolts. Next, I'm going to go ahead and remove these 2 upper A-arm retaining bolts. Next, with our old A-arms off, we'll need to go ahead and disassemble these. Now the instructions say to reuse these old ball joints, but I've got enough miles on mine, I went ahead and ordered new ball joints, and I'm going to replace these with new ones. But I'm going to reuse these bushings. These outer bushings have got seals on them, but they just pop out. You might have to use a screwdriver or something, but they pop right out. Now make sure you go ahead and put these back in the same way they come out. There's a bevel, goes on the outside. Now while I'm working on this arm, I'm going to go ahead and install my new ball joint. And looking at my old arm, the ball joint is facing up. So I'm going to install this ball joint in the same orientation. With the ball joint pressed in, don't forget to put your snap ring on it. That new lower arm is ready to put back on the Razor. The small bushing has got a clip on one side and it'll only go one way, so you'll need to find a pick or something to get this bushing out. With the clip out, that one will pop out just like the rest of them. This new upper arm from Highlifter, it's got 2 grooves in here, and that's where these new clips go. You want to go ahead and seat one of these inside of one of those grooves before you try to drive your bushing in. With that first clip completely seated, we can go ahead and drive our bushing in from the other side. With the bushing seated up against our clip, we can go ahead and install another one of our clips on the other side. And you want to make sure to put these back the way they come out. This small side, they've got collars on them. Now with the ball joint in or snap ring on, all our bushings in our new arm. This Highlifter upper arm is ready to install. Now before we go any further, we need to install the new steering stop included in the kit. And in order to do that, we need to cut the wheel on the razor to the passenger side as far as it'll go. And that's going to shoot this tie rod out as far as it'll go. There is a zip tie on this boot. We need to cut that zip tie without cutting the boot. Now with the zip tie cut off, the boot should slide right off. If you'll notice, there's done a steering stop on this side. There's a white bushing right here, and that is a steering stop as well. But we're going to stack them. We're going to leave that one, and we're going to install the new one from Highlifter. With the new steering stop on the shaft, we need to cut our wheel back towards center so we can get this boot back on. With the boot slid back on the rack and pinion, we take the new zip tie included in the kit, slide it around the boot, slightly start it, then we can slide it where it needs to go and tighten it up. Make sure it's good and tight and cut off the excess. Now we're ready to install our new arm. I'm going to go ahead and install this lower arm first. Next, we can go ahead and reinstall our upper arm. Next, we can go ahead and slip our axle back into the diff. With that done, you want to make sure it's the same orientation as it was when you pulled it out. Then pull your lower arm up and align it with your hub. On all these ball joint retaining bolts, you want to install them from the rear toward the front. Do the upper the same way. Next, we can go ahead and reinstall our brake caliper assembly. Next, we can go ahead and take some of our zip ties, and we can zip tie our brake line out of harm's way. Now, with both sets of A-arms installed, everything double checked, everything tight, we can go ahead and put our wheels and tires back on. We're ready to go ride it just a little, check our alignment, make sure everything, adjust everything accordingly. Then we're ready to hit the trails. Thanks for watching.